Hi everyone, it's Janet and welcome to my craft room. Today I'm having a little fun participating in a hop. It's called Card Hoppin', a year of fun themes and techniques. And this is a monthly hop hosted by Jennifer Schoolcraft over at Facebook. So this month the technique is marbling, either using shaving cream or alcohol ink. And I'm going to show you a technique with alcohol ink. And what I'm going to do is create a water background, something you can use to show off a water theme, like, you know, little sea animals or creatures or whatever you might find under water. So this is going to use just 3 colors of ink and a little bit of technique, and we'll see what we come up with. Now the great thing about alcohol inks is it's always different. You can never recreate the very same thing twice in a row. So that's what I enjoy about using alcohol ink in particular. So before we get started, I want to also say, please check out all the people in the hop. I'll have the links below in my video description. And also, just to make this hop a little more fun, we are invited to participate in it by talking about either our birth year or our birthday theme. And I'm going to talk about the birth year because it's just kind of fun. So I was born in 1966, and I've got a bit of trivia to share with you as I'm doing the demonstration here. And you know, maybe some of you were born in 66, maybe some of you even had children in 1966. But either way, if you were around in 1966, I highly encourage you, just for fun, leave a comment about something you enjoyed or remember specifically about 1966. And we'll just see what people come up with. It'll be fun, I think. So hopefully you'll participate. So I've got a lot of supplies here. The first thing you're going to need is some kind of Yupo paper. This is Tim Holtz, or Ranger, I guess is actually what it is, Ranger Yupo paper. This is cardstock. You can also get this in a translucent style paper as well, but I'm just going to go ahead and use plain white paper. This is a 5x7 size, and I'm also using a brush which I dedicate to using alcohol ink because it stains the brush. And if you have a stained brush, you don't want to use it probably in other things. It just, I don't know. I just like to dedicate one for it. So anyway, I have attached that brush with the rubber band here. But this is alcohol blending solution, also from Ranger, that we're going to use to help things move around. I've got 3 colors of ink, just 3, and that is Sailboat Blue, Pistachio, and Stream. I've got a little bit extra alcohol ink blender solution. This is from Hobby Lobby. So I like to use this from time to time just because it has a nice tip on it. So if I want really good control, I may tend to use that more than I use this one. Well, I say that and now I see this one actually has a better tip on it, but I have used this as well. So I'm going to pour some of this alcohol solution in my jar. This is actually a cute shot container. So cheers everybody. I should have had some liquor related oh yeah, you know, I do have a liquor related trivia from 1966. One of the states, I think it's Missouri, ended Prohibition finally in 1966. So there you go. Cheers, Missouri. Before I get started though, I'm going to cut this down. And I want a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch panel. Let's make sure, yeah, I got to do it this way. 5 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. Now you could use it, leave it bigger, and then cut it down after you're done. I'm just going to work with it the way it is, and if I have a little white on the edges when I'm done, so be it. I'm not going to cut it again. Alright, so what I'm going to do first, and yeah, this is why I've used this container before. I like to flood this a little bit, if you want to call it that, with some alcohol blending solution to begin with. Now I take my brush and kind of swish it around, and this is going to help the colors blend a lot. I think this is a big deal here to do this as far as getting the inks to move around a little better. And I'm going to start with Sailboat Blue. Now, lots of people will tell you use gloves when you're working with alcohol ink. Absolutely true. I am just lazy. I don't mind getting a little ink on my fingers. So all I'm going to be doing here is dipping or dropping the Sailboat Blue, the Stream, and the Pistachio all over my paper, and I'll move it around. I'm going to bring in a straw at some point. I'm going to use my brush with some alcohol ink to create some swirls, and I'm just going to let you watch what I'm doing, and it does turn into a hot mess at different times and just kind of all too blended, and then I blend it out more and create again more of a marbled effect. So it's just a matter of playing until you like it. So I'm going to let you watch that, and in the meantime I'm going to add a little more trivia to this little video. So in 1966, interestingly enough, Medicare went into effect for the first time that year. It was a brand new program. The Academy Awards were held that year. It was number 38, and the big movie of that award season was The Sound of Music, with 5 Oscars. It had Best Picture, Best Director, Original Score, Best Film Editing, and Best Sound Mixing. So it really was a movie hit at the time. Also, Twister was the most popular game, and really that lasted a long time, didn't it? I remember well into the 70s, and even sometimes now at family gatherings, it'll get dragged out. There were a couple new foods introduced that year. One was Cool Whip, the other was Doritos, and I thought Doritos came out a lot later than 1966, but nope, that's what they're saying. Also, Scope mouthwash and Whiteout for typing was introduced, so some interesting products there too. Well, I finally decided to quit here, and I will come back once it's dried. All right, so let's get back to the project. Here is, again, my panel. I think it turned out really pretty. I like how murky it kind of looks, which reminds me again of the deep. So what I'm going to do is put this on a card base. This is an A2 sized card base. Now you could make this smaller. Oops, I've got some of my sequins that stuck to it. Somehow I touched that. Don't know how I did that. So, yep, we're going to put sequins on this one, just a few to add a little more shine. I have a sentiment. This is a metallic purple sentiment, and I cut out a pretty metallic cream turtle on there. So the beauty of these beautiful backgrounds is you don't need much more than a sentiment and maybe an accent. Sometimes you can really get away with not even an accent piece like this turtle is in this particular card. And then let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I think I can go here, and that way I don't have to hang him off at all. So this gives the impression that he's just kind of swimming by, right, with waves of appreciation. Love that. So I do have some of these sequins. I'm going to add 3 up here, and I'm going to do the same down here. And I'm going to show you how I put these on. I am using Zots. They're tiny little adhesive dots. This is the package, Zots Bling, and I love their description, minuscule tiny chiquitos. That's just fun to say, right? Mini, tiny, chiquitos. Ah, I like it. Anyway, this makes putting on these sequins really, really easy, and they stick like a dream. All right, so there we have it. There's the card. Well, that's all for this particular episode with me. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit with the use of alcohol inks and some blending solution, and just how to create a quick card with a little bit of marbling effect and a fun water effect. So thanks so much for stopping by. Go, make sure you follow the rest of the people that are hopping along, and I'll see you soon with another video. Thanks everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.